I don't mean as an insult, I just couldn't think of another word.
Forgive me, but I had a little trouble following all the diagrams with the small lines. I was thinking that D was referring to this access.
Oh, no.
And, yeah, and
B is the private drive
It's
that's
already
jointly
there.
shared.
Right.
It's just gonna be improved with this project
so that
through a separate
private
agreement.
drive is not even being used by Mr. Palaszczuk.
Correct.
No, this will be his easement on the west east side.
Okay.
Okay, I move to accept this conditional use and variance A, B, C, and D.
I'll second it.
Motion by Mr. Dahl, second by Mr. Ponzi. Any other questions or comments?
Brings up another question.
Go ahead first, Mark.
The ordinance that the city has about two residences on a private drive or shared use of a private drive. How does that wash?
The zoning board had that in their notes also, that these aren't really two residences. There's one resident in the city and then a public facility that would be sharing the driveway.
Because actually the other residents actually in the village.
Yes.
Technically it doesn't count.
We do have an issue with private drives that morph over time and start getting more and more houses. And a lot of them aren't even in our city anymore, they're in the village, that connect to what had been just a private drive, and now it becomes something else. Terry and I have had those discussions several times about what is it that we can do to stop this sort of creeping city street to be, because that's what's gonna happen, they're all gonna petition the city to take over, you know, maintenance and whatnot of the driveways. That could happen. I'm not saying it will happen, but it could happen. And so that's just, I don't know, there's no good answer to that. Every time we say you can't do it, it seems like people do it anyway. And, we write letters but because we're in another city, it's sort of a difficult issue for us to deal with ourselves.
We could close the street.
But it's not a street, it's the problem. And certainly, I mean, we should visit that in the planning commission and further those discussions with our city attorney, but I don't know that this is the venue to do that. But it isn't, it is an issue that's continuing to grow.
But they're asking for this to stay private. We don't have private agreements between the school, the Meadows Inn, and Mr. Grimsby.
This would be an improved road until you get to the private drive in this particular instance.
I think it remains a private drive the whole way up, doesn't it?
Yes, yeah.
It's just, they're gonna have a separate agreement
They
with
got
that.
a curb and gutter on the wider part of it.
And then they're gonna blacktop it all the way up.
To the top of the hill.
Yeah.
And that's part of their
It would be a
agreement.
I've got another question. What is this little, snake type deal coming down, going through the school, under the school, or whatever?
That's a trail.
It's a current trail that goes up through there right now.
There's
Currently two trails going up through the woods.
You're kind of seeing the existing conditions with the building overlaid on it as of now.
Because on that plan, you have the existing contours, proposed contours, and all our site layout development line work.
question.
All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
Opposed.
Motion passes with Mr. Bunky and Mr. Colbison opposed. Anything else we need to cover on this today?
Anything else, Ron?